So, hello and welcome. I'm surprised I've decided to jump on and do a live video. I have my brand new goodies that are out of the January to April mini catalog that's going to go live on the 4th of January next year. I've got my pre order box. So, as you know, some of us went to Sydney 2 weeks ago and spent some time at an in-person gathering to do with Stampin' Up. It was our Stampin' Up on stage event, and we got to do a product purchase premiere order. So I actually received my product purchase premiere order Friday last week, but this is the first chance that I've had to be able to jump on and craft with you and hang out with you. So I'm excited to show you brand new product today. So this is the product that I will be using for my 2-day stamping retreat in March next year as well. So there is a purpose of why I wanted to choose this suite as the first suite to show you. So hello and welcome. Jeannie, hello, welcome. Hey Bree, how you going? So of course, when you jump on, when you get the notification, jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from. If this is the first time that you have watched me, please give me a shout out, say hello, let me know that it's the first time that you've watched me live, and generally just hang out and have a good crafty time. So my job as a Stampin' Up demonstrator is to teach people how to create handmade paper craft projects, so handmade cards and gifts, and I absolutely love showing people how to create things from the beginning to the end. So we're just going to do some simple crafting today. I'm going to just probably maybe case the catalog, I don't know, or maybe go a little bit AWOL off something that's in the catalog. But I decided to jump on and have a fun time with the By the Bay suite. It is absolutely gorgeous. So for the people that are the ocean lovers, that absolutely love things to do with shells, the ocean, the sea, waves, you are absolutely going to love this set. And that is why when I actually seen some of the things, it was actually demonstrated at our on-stage event, and I fell in love with it. I was like, oh my God, that is what I'm going to use for my 2-day retreat. So I wanted to showcase a little bit of it this morning and show you, have a bit of a sneak peek about what it's like. Now, these products are not available to the general public until the 4th of January, but I do have an offer for you. We have a joining offer in December, our starter kit. You can place any of the products out of the brand new catalog because we as demonstrators are allowed to actually order on the 1st of December out of this brand new catalog. So that's one of the perks of being a part of my Wild Heart Crafters team is you actually get to, morning Sue, are you watching me while you're working? Hey Lynn, how you going? Jenny, Deborah, Margaret, hello. Hey Rose, how you going? Nicole, who else? Patty, hello, welcome. So we're actually able to order these products as of the 1st of December. I've been lucky enough. Some people are getting their catalogs now. Lynn, I did get a message from someone that said this morning that they received a catalog in my local area, my old hometown. So they're getting sent out. So they're on their way. So I don't know, us Queenslanders might get them later. I don't know. They've got to travel all the way from Sydney. So you never know. But so we as demonstrators, we get a catalog sent out to us for free. We also get to order from the catalog 1 month earlier than all the customers. Plus we get whatever specials the customers are getting, we get that plus our discount on top as well. So so it's a really, really great thing to be a part of Stampin' Up. And plus you get to be a part of a crafty community. So that's one of the key components that I think is probably the one major thing is being able to have that sense of belonging and belong to a crafty community. And us Wild Heart Crafters, we're all over Australia. So it doesn't matter where you live. We all connect via Zoom in a Facebook group or via Zoom in team meetings. So we find a way to connect. And if I'm ever in anyone's local town visiting, I always look up who's in that town and see if I can actually jump in and visit somebody that may be in that area. So anyway, so let's get to seeing what these products are like, and I'll just tell you a couple of things that I have going on at the moment. So I just pop the camera down onto my desk and yep, that's there. So of course my 2-day summer retreat, I've started, registrations are open now, and I can't believe it. I'm already nearly half full already. So if you're interested in attending my 2-day retreat, then my suggestion is to make sure you get the link in the show more box down below, and or in the description of this video on Facebook if you're thinking about it. It's on March the 18th and 19th of March 2023 here in Beaudesert in Queensland. It's a 2-day craft retreat, costs $190, but for that $190 you're going to be getting this bundle, the Seaside Bay bundle and the Seaside Bay dies. You're going to be getting that bundle plus designer series paper, plus embellishments, plus cardstock, ribbon, absolutely everything that you're going to need. And you're going to do 8 pre-designed projects. So it's a great fun part of my business, is doing the 2-day craft retreat. So it's on the 18th and the 19th of March. Or if you can't travel to Queensland, if you're not in a position that you can travel, you can actually purchase a 2-day summer craft retreat in a box. It costs $215 because you have to pay the $25 postage, but you get everything. You get a PDF tutorial, you get everything that everyone gets in person, sent to your door, delivered to your door, and a PDF tutorial showing you step by step how to make the 8 projects. So I'm super excited to be doing the Seaside Bay bundle, is going to be what we're going to be using. And the paper is just glorious. There's so many things that are so nice that go with it. So as I said, the link is in the show more box down below on YouTube, and it's also in the description of this video to register for my 2-day retreat if you're interested. All right. This is the beautiful catalog, and mine's a little bit worse for wear because it got crumpled up in my bag on the way home in the airport. So I've actually got like a crease line in my catalog, and then I tried to iron it and make it smooth out, and my celebration catalog went really bubbly. Can you see that? So obviously it didn't like the iron on it. I thought I would just iron it and make it smooth out again. So I'm waiting for my nice, lovely copy to come through the post for me. But this is the catalog, and we're not allowed to show you inside, but I'm telling you, it is a beautiful catalog. We have celebration that will be starting in January and running through February. So just 2 months of celebration. And believe it or not, if you actually join my team in December, you will actually get to earn celebration items starting in December on any order after your starter kit order. So it's a really, really great time to join. I had a couple of people that joined my team last week, so they're going to get to order early in December. All right. So I'm actually just going to show you this suite. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm just going to grab the embellishments that I have down here. It is a stunning set. So you can see we've got the Seaside Bay stamp set. It's got some beautiful stamps in here, heartfelt sympathy. So I know sadly sometimes we have to make those sympathy cards, but every now and then when I get a stamp set that has that, I think, oh, I must remember that I can go back to that stamp set to do a sympathy card. You are a pearl, rare and precious. Thank you for everything. So great to do thank you cards, sympathy cards, and great to just do friendship cards as well. So it's got a lot of great little designs. So we've got a crab, we've got some shells, we've got the beautiful seabirds. The clam here is gorgeous. This was demonstrated on stage, and I'm telling you, I fell in love with it. I was like, that is such a great bundle. You love my nails. Thank you, Lynn. I actually need to get them done again. They're at a stage. I'm trying to get into this set of dies. They're at a stage that I really need to get them done. So, but I'm doing a little bit of work with my mum and dad. My mum and dad are going to be up tomorrow. So hence why I'm jumping on and doing a live video today, because I probably won't be able to go live tomorrow because I have visitors coming. And there we have some great dies as well. Okay, so you can see here we've got like the bottom of the ocean, so you could do that in some crumb cake, so you can have a look like the bottom of the ocean. We've got some beautiful dies that will cut out the birds and the crab, and some nice little embellishments. So great set of stamps and dies. Now I did pull this out because, can you see this? Who doesn't love shimmer paper? Like, we all love it. I pulled this out. I don't know whether I'm going to use it, but I did pull it out because I thought, well, I'll just check it out and see. but I want you to see this. This is stunning. So, yep, shimmer paper, beautiful soft succulent, and I wonder, does it tell me the colors? Let me see if it tells me the colors. It does. It says fresh freesia, soft succulent, and gold. Okay, so we have that, and then we have that. Now, aren't they just lovely? Who doesn't love shimmer? I'm sure we all love shimmer. I know when I seen it, I was like, oh my God, is that shimmer paper? Oh my God, it is. And it's a real fine shimmer. So it's actually quite nice. It's not as chunky as normal. So it's quite fine, but it's got a lot of shimmer on it. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So I don't know whether I'm going to use that today or not, but I did get it out because I was like, oh, that's pretty. That might go with something that I do today. But this paper here is absolutely stunning. I don't know whether you've seen this paper before, but I can tell you it has got a beautiful accent side. So you can see here, it's got nice pearlized accent on one side. So I'll just show you. And you get 4 sheets of each pattern in these. It is only 6 by 6, but it is stunning paper. Okay, so we've got some nice gold foil accents on that piece there. This one here, beautiful fish, a nice school of fish swimming around. This one, so some nice gold. If you can see that gold, I'm trying to get it into the light so you can see how it looks. This one here, like a pearlized look. Look at that. Like an iridescent pearlized look. And this one, gorgeous. This one, so really, really nice paper. Another lot of the school of fish. Another gorgeous gold accent piece. It reminds me of, we had paper like this that was a gorgeous set of paper that we had at one stage, and that. And then, of course, you've got the opposite side, which are the matte side, so the more neutral side, but gorgeous colors. So beautiful shells. Isn't this paper just stunning? Absolutely. Look at that one. Ah, I'm like, I was in love. As soon as I seen any of this, I was like, oh my, so pretty. All right, a bit of timber look there. Another more muted color, more crabs and things, some waves, some paint splash type of things, and some gorgeous shells. So absolutely gorgeous paper. Exactly, Margaret. It is. It's stunning paper. Absolutely gorgeous. All right. So I'm actually going to case a card that's in the catalogue because I can. And I'm looking at that. Now, let me see if that is one of the papers in here. I don't think it is. I actually don't know what paper they've used there. Well, they've got me beat. Anyway, we will do something. Okay. So I'm not allowed to show you in the catalogue, so I can't show you what I'm looking at. I actually feel like I'm going to do something. You're going to look at me and go, what is she doing? But we will see if it will work. Okay. So they've used one of those gorgeous background pieces. So I'm going to use that for a start. So it was one of these gorgeous pieces this way. Okay, so it was one of those, where did it go? Oh, was it this way? Must be this way. It is, it's this way. I think it's this piece here they've used. So we're going to use one of those. And they have also used the wave one. So we're going to use that. Okay. And we will go from there. So sometimes when you're looking for, hey, Sonia Marie, hello, how are you? You love the sweet so much. I know. It's my favorite too, Sonia Marie. That's why I was like, this has to be my retreat. Sorry, I didn't show you the ribbon. The ribbon's gorgeous and the gorgeous flat adhesive pearls. So it is a stunning set. Okay. All right, so I'm going to use, well, I think they've used petal pink. So I'm thinking I've got petal pink as a layer here. So I'm going to use that. But I'm also going to cut a layer. I can grab it out. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my paper trimmer. And I'm going to do something on this layer that you're going to go, what? Because I'm thinking this is what they've done, but I'm not quite sure. But anyway, so I'm just going to cut a layer for the front. Oh, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat this morning. Okay, so now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take my scoring blade and we're going to create a bit of a background, okay? So the background that I'm going to create, I'm actually going to score the background for it to create a little bit like an embossed look, but I'm actually just going to use my trimmer to do it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to use 1/4 of an inch increments. So I'm just going to keep moving it and scoring it at 1/4 of an inch. So another 1/4 of an inch. So I'm just going to do that all the way along this piece of cardstock that I've done in petal pink. And so we're creating some lines in the background. Sometimes a simple little thing that we can do can have such a great effect on a card, and it's just a simple little technique. So, and I've just looked, I can't actually, I don't know whether it was a piece of designer series paper that they used, but I'm doing something that's going to make it look like it. When you're not sure, just improvise. That's what I say. What do you think? When you're just not sure, just improvise. Hey, Carol, how you going? Welcome. So, as I said, if this is the first time that you have watched me and you haven't commented before, please feel free to chime in and say hello. I love it when I meet new people. I love it when I get my regulars that watch all the time and I get to hang out with people. Where are we? That's the last one there. Okay. I am just winging it. I am. So can you see here? I've got a lined pattern there, and I can turn it over and I've got a lined pattern that way as well. Now I'm looking at it that it looks like it's that way, so I'm going to do it that way, and we will see if that works on the card. So I've done a petal pink card base as well. So I'm just going to fold that petal pink card base in half and crease it with my bone folder, which I have quite a few of them over here. Okay. I'm just going to fold that in half. And then I'm going to grab a blending brush and I'm going to blend this piece just to give it a little bit more of a look in behind. So I'm going to grab that and I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper like that. Okay. And I'm just going to grab one of my blending brushes, which has a pinky tinge to it. Let me see if this is a pink one. Well, it doesn't look like it has much in it, so that's totally okay. I'm going to grab my petal pink ink, and I'm just going to do a little bit of blending on this just to add a little bit of texture to it. So I'm just going to blend just with the petal pink ink, just to add a little bit of texture on the background of that. And then I'm going to go across the lines as well. And that's just going to add a little bit more texture and bring out that embossed look a little bit more. Okay. All right. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece of this so that we can get that really nice look in behind that's going to go on the front of the card. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer again. And I'm just going to go at 3 3/4. I'm going to go that way. Yeah. and I'm going to cut off some of that top piece. So I'm going to do it probably at about 4, or will I do 4.5? Let me see. 4.5. I'm going to pop that onto the front here like this. No, I'm going to do it at 4 inches, I think. There, like that. Okay, so we have that and that happening. Now, what I'm actually going to do is hey Colette, I'm actually going to fussy cut some of these waves. Okay, so we want the waves going up and down like they are. And I'm just going to fussy cut some of the waves with a pair of my snips, if I can find a pair of snips. Why have I not got a pair of snips here on my desk? There's a pair. All right. So I'm just going to randomly fussy cut some of these waves. Now, the thing is, when you're fussy cutting, is just to more or less move your paper, not your scissors. So by moving the paper and not your scissors, you're getting a smoother cut with your scissors. So what you do is you just squeeze your blades as you're moving your paper, and you can see here we've got a cute little set of waves that are cut. Okay, so and I'm just gonna do that just in. I know I want to do a second one as well. I'm going to cut a strip of that, and then I'm going to do a second one. So I'm just going to cut a little strip, and I don't know, I'm just randomly cutting that strip. I don't quite know where I'm cutting it at, but I'm going with it. All right, and then I'm going to go again on another. We could probably go on this one here, so we don't waste too much of this paper. So I'm just, as I said, moving the paper itself to get that wave motion happening. Okay, so we have that, and then we're going to be able to pop it on there. So it's going to give a little bit of a different wave look. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to cut another strip of that again. Okay, we might just cut it about there. Okay, so we've got some cute little waves for the front of our card. So I'm actually just going to glue one set of waves down, and I want to see a fair bit of that because I want that to look like it's the land in the background. And then I'm going to add this other set over, and that's going to create that it's looking like a fair bit of ocean happening there. So I'm just going to grab some of my liquid glue. So the main thing is I'm just going to adhere this to the bottom of that piece here. I'm going to adhere this one nice and flat and just to the bottom. So we've just got that peeking out through underneath. Okay, and the next bit, and I'm just going to turn that over and trim it. And the next bit, we're actually going to pop that one up just to create a little bit of a 3D look. Okay, so I'm just going to grab, I think I'm just going to do a strip of my, if I can find them in here, a strip of my foam strips. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of strips along there just to add dimension. So I'm going to do that one and probably that. Oop. If I can pop it on there. So who loves these type of ocean scene sets? Hey Brenton, how are you going? All right, so I'm just going to add that onto that bottom part, and it's going to sit up. Okay, so just like that. So I've now created this gorgeous 3D look. Just turn that over and trim it. Aren't these papers gorgeous? Look at the back of that. Stunning. And we have that to go on the front already. So you can see it's coming together really nicely already. All right. The next thing what we're going to do is we could, I'm just thinking that paper, it looks like we could maybe, there was a bird on there. I'm just going to double check this. I'm probably going to stamp it, but I think there was a bird on there that we might be able to cut out. Where was that one there? Do you think the dies go on that? Let's have a look, because these are the things we need to know. Do the dies cut out that bird? Oh my lordy, yes they do. Look at that. Okay, so we could cut that bird out. I think that's actually what they've done. It is what they've done. Okay, we're going to have to cut that bird out of the designer series paper, because that is what they've done. So let's cut this one out that's over here, so we're not wasting a whole heap of that paper. All right, I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine and we'll cut out that one bird. And you're all probably going to go mad at me. I'm probably going to put my magnetic plate on that you can't get anymore, because I love working with my magnetic plate. I hope to God Stampin' Up! Come out with another design that will work, because I absolutely love mine. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that on there, and we're going to do this one here that's right over to the edge, so we're not using up too much of that designer series paper. I'm just going to turn around that way. Okay, so I can see the bird, so I'm going to line up its legs and its tail. There, like that. Stunning DSP, says Brenton. I know. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Brenton, whereabouts are you from? Were you at On Stage in Sydney? Because I did see some pictures and I thought it might have been you. You love your magnetic plates, don't we all? And you know what? I bought 3 of them, so I'm still using them. I'm getting my father to actually glue one of them together that's come apart, because that was the reason that they got recalled, because they actually came apart. All right. So we have that bird ready to go. And now they've got the other little birds. So we're going to stamp the other little birds on a piece of basic white. If I have some basic white here, I will grab some from behind me. Okay, there's a strip. Okay, so we have the other little birds, the set of 3 little birds here. So I'm going to stamp those in Night of Navy. And look, brand new stamp set. Don't we all love it when we have a brand new stamp set and we've got to put our stickers on? So I'm just going to show you how to put these stickers on, which is the way that I find is the best way to do them. You take your backing off your red rubber stamp. You take I normally just fold back the sticker here so that we can get at it. And then you take the whole entire sticker off and stick it onto your block. Okay, I'm going to stick it onto my block. It is going to fit on this block, yep, just like that. Okay, take your stickers off. Sorry, the backing off, and then grab your stamp and line it up like you're actually going to stamp a stamp. So just like that, and bingo, you have your sticker on your stamp. Wodonga, and yes, you were at Sydney On Stage. I did think so. I did see pictures, and I haven't met you before, but yeah, I did see pictures of you there. So next time you're at an event, come up, say hello. How long have you been stamping for? Brenton. All right, so I'm going to grab my Night of Navy ink pad and I'm going to stamp my 3 little birds in Night of Navy ink. I'm just going to line that up a little bit better on my block. Okay, there, and I'm just going to stamp those 3 birds. Just like that in Night of Navy ink. Okay, and then I'm going to use the matching die to cut those cute birds out. I'm going to do that. And I'm also going to, while I've got my die cutting machine in, I'm going to, is that some of the paper? Let me see. Is it some of the paper that they've used? Just wondering whether there's some paper that's got that. It would be this way, I'm assuming. Don't think it is. No. It was your first in-person event and you've been a demonstrator for 3 years in January. Well, that is awesome. It was so good to see some males there. I mean, like, I know Bruno and I know Courtney's husband, Tony, that was there. But yeah, it's so good to see some males in our industry, which is fantastic. All right. So I'm going to do that, but I'm also going to I'm going to cut out some of these little pieces in, I'm thinking Sahara sand. So we're doing that. Okay. I'm going to cut out a couple of those pieces in Sahara sand. So this is a pretty simple card. Yet, I don't know, the stamps, the designer series paper, everything just goes together so well to create these great beach themed cards. All right, so we're going to do that. Okay, so I just need my cut and emboss machine in again. And Brenton, did you enjoy it? Was it everything that you thought it was going to be? It was so nice to be back in person with people again. Okay, so I'm going to cut those birds out. Just like that. So Wodonga, Victoria. Okay. To tell you, I've been to Wodonga. I mean, you're only just in Victoria. I've been to Albury for a hockey event with my daughters, and we stayed at the Wodonga Showground. So there you go. Susan says, hi, Donna and Crafters. I love beachy things. This suite is beautiful. Happy crafting from Melbourne. Thanks, Susan. It is a gorgeous suite. Gorgeous. That just went somewhere and I have no idea where, but I just lost that die cut piece. Where did that go? It fell like it fell on my desk somewhere, but anyway, we'll cut some more pieces. I don't know how many I need, but I'm sure I will find that piece wherever it decided to fall. Is it under? No? That's a mystery. It just disappeared. No idea where it went. Anyway, we'll cut one more set of them just in case, because I think I need 2 pieces and I don't know where that piece went. Oh no, there's 2 there. We'll cut another set just to be, because we can. Yeah, exactly, Brenton. Brenton's saying that it was great to be back in an uplifting environment, awesome environment. And that's what it's about. I actually had some team members that went. There was 11 of my team members plus myself there. So we had a fairly good turnout of my team members. But one of them had been to the event for the first time ever. And she actually said to me, when we were going back after the day, like on the Saturday night, she actually said to me, I said, do you realize now that this is more than just stamp, inks, and paper? Like the way the company is, and you know, just the way people are, the friends that you make, and just the type of company that we are a part of. um, oh, Ellen Woodbridge, yes. So Ellen adopted you for the day, and you know that's the thing, Brenton. I remember my very first on stage. I went to my first on stage, and I was by myself as well. And people sort of adopted me for the that's right. People adopted me for the day, and you know I'm still friends with those people to this day. And I mean, one of the ladies, we have a dinner date at Center Stage Dinner every year that we have the in-person event. We have a Center Stage dinner date. So I'm just popping up that bird on some dimensionals, and we meet every single on stage. We meet and we hang out and we have dinner all the time. And she said, who would have thought, she said, the day that I met you, she said, you were like this lost little soul that didn't know what you were doing. And she said, now look at where you are, you know, #2 in Australia. She's like, oh my God, you know, I never dreamt that when I met you that day that this was where you would be. And I've been with Stampin' Up for 6 years. So okay, so we've got some of these little pieces here. Now, I actually want to put a bit of texture on them. I don't know. They've used a bit of Designer Series paper, and mine look a little bit too plain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Stampin' Write marker, and I'm just going to grab that scrap piece of paper that I had for stamping, and I'm just going to spritz them with my Stampin' Write marker just to add a little bit of texture on them. So it is advisable when you're going to spritz like this to make sure that you protect your work surface, because you can end up with ink all over it. I mean, it is water-based ink and we can wipe it off, but I tend to prefer to not be too messy. All right, so I've got my Stampin' Write marker. I'm just going to take the thick end of the Stampin' Write marker and I'm just going to spritz on those. And so all that's doing is creating a little bit of texture on them and stopping them from looking like they are just the Sahara sand look. So it's going to give them a bit of a mottly look. That one's turned over the wrong way. Okay. So, and it's just flicking and spritzing. And honestly, don't be too scared to flick with that tip. And you can see now that they have that texture on them. Okay, so it just yeah, it just takes a little bit of that plain stark look off it. Okay, so we're going to adhere some of those. I've got my big bird there. I'm going to adhere some of these just in here. I sort of want it in I feel like I'm actually going to, I might just pop one there and then pop another one. Maybe sitting down in under there. Like that. Okay, and maybe one of the larger ones here and then some of the smaller ones. So all we're doing is creating a little bit of a background there with the foliage. So I'm just going to, with liquid glue, pop a little bit of liquid glue on the back and adhere that one there, that it's sitting a bit on that land, a little bit there. This one, I can actually tuck that one in behind that wave a bit, which is great. We'll tuck it in behind there. Okay. Hey, Kathy. Susan said, what's Susan saying? I could never do what you do. I'm not confident enough in myself, but I love crafting. Susan, it's all about, honestly, it's all about, like, I'm casing this out of the catalogue. you know. So it's all about copying and sharing, you know, getting your inspiration from pictures. Our catalog is the first place I tend to go. Catalog is the first place to really get a little bit of inspiration happening, and then once you start crafting with something, then you just keep moving and going with the flow. All right, so we've got our cute little tiny birds. So our little tiny birds are going to be hanging around mama bird. So we have one little tiny one here, another one there, and another one just there. So you can see we've got these cute little birds that are hanging around. All right, now, do I want to pop them up? I think I do. I think I want them popped up as well. So let's try and find some mini dimensionals in this drawer here somewhere. There we go, some mini dimensionals, and we'll pop some minis in behind those birds. Grab my handy dandy take your pick tool. Now, if you don't have a take your pick tool, my question is why not? Because, like, honestly, it is so good to use to do so many things. I call it the Swiss Army knife of crafting. I would not be able to create a project without my handy dandy take your pick tool. You can pick up little dimensionals. I mean, I get my fingernails done. So because I get my fingernails done, I don't have fingernails that are easy to be able to pick things up. So I find my take your pick tool really does the job for me. So I've now placed some dimensionals on there. I can use my take your pick tool to remove the backings. And so therefore you can collect your backings and pop them into your garbage bin instead of having them all over the floor everywhere. I'm not saying that you're not going to have them all over the floor everywhere, because I still tend to have them get to places where they shouldn't be. But anyway, so we're going to have this little birdie stumbling around here. This one's hanging around with mama bird, and then we have another little one that this one's going, I'm going to show the way, I'm going to lead the way, do you want to come with me? So, yeah, that's okay. I mean, like, sometimes, Susan, we just join just to get the discount and enjoy the crafting as well, you know, like, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to run it as a business. I mean, Stampin' Up is all about you get out of it what you want to put into it, more or less, you know, like, okay, so we've got that happening. So you can see this card has come together quite easily, and it's just using some of the designer series paper, using some dimensionals to add a bit of dimension to the card, but pretty simple. We've cut out one of the birds, we've stamped the other 3 birds, and we've done some die cutting and a little bit of spritzing. But how effective is that card? Straight off, look at that. Absolutely so cute. Now, I was supposed to stamp on there. Thank you for everything. I was supposed to stamp up there. But, you know, I don't want to stamp up there now, because if I do, it's been embossed and it's probably not going to stamp real well. We can give it a go. Do you think I can do it? I mucked up, people. I was supposed to stamp my sentiment up there before I glued all that together. One tip. This is a very risky move, but I'm thinking I could actually fix it. If it turns out that I muck it up, I can actually fix it. I'm thinking I can, but we will give it a go. Let's see if I can do it. You got this. Sonia's saying you got this. I'm glad you've got so much faith in me, Sonia. All right, let me grab that sticker. Okay, so I'm just gonna, once again, same thing with this sticker. I've just peeled up the edges of that backing paper to be able to get hold of it to pull it off. I've stuck the sticker on there. I roll the stamp over and I just line it up over the top of that stamp like you're stamping it down. So you're looking through, and then bingo, your sticker is on there. So let's stamp it. I'm going to stamp it in crumb cake. Wish me luck. Is everyone going to hold their breath? Wish me luck, and let's see if this is going to stamp. Okay, I'll bring in the pierce mat. Hopefully the pierce mat might help me. Let's see if we can do this. If we can't, there's always a chance of being able to fix it some other way. So let's stamp that down and let's hope to God that's going to stamp. Ah, look at that. I didn't muck it up. See, I mean, like Sonia said that I've got this. Sonia had full faith in me. All right. So I've got that. Now I'm going to use some dimensionals and pop that up onto the front of my card. So my question is, have you fallen in love with this set yet? The paper is gorgeous. The stamps and dies are gorgeous. And this is just scratching the surface. Like, honestly, this card is a pretty simple, quick, easy card by using like the actual designer series paper itself, you know, by using some of that just to create that scene on the front. Hey, Terry, how you going? Hey, Andrea, how you going? See you just popping on there. Okay. So as I said, these products are not available right yet at the moment, but for us as demonstrators, we are able to order them coming on the 1st of December. So if you're thinking that you actually want to get your hands on it, why not think about joining on the 1st of December and popping some of these gorgeous products in the starter kit. Okay. All right. Oh, I didn't realize I could have done that on those pieces. See that stamp there? I love a stamp like that. I love a texture stamp like that. Who else loves that? Okay, so we've got that. I feel like I want to use some of this gorgeous ribbon because you know me. I mean, I can't do a card without a beautiful bow or something. You're all probably going to go, no bow, don't put a bow on it. But you know me. Can't have a card without a bow. I tell you what, I did see something that they did, and I'm just wondering, do you think we should do it? I did see something that they did that I thought was really, really lovely on this ribbon. Do you want to get messy? Because it is a messy thing to do, but I think I want to do it. Okay. I'm gonna actually do it. I'm gonna use a silicone mat. I'm going to use a sponge. I'm actually going to get messy, people. Are you ready for this? I'm going to end up with it everywhere, but I'm going to get messy. I missed what Kathy said. Kathy's saying I'm great. Is that what you're saying, Kathy? Yeah, the texture makes a big difference, doesn't it, Andrea? I agree. Sue, you love the sweet. And you know me, Sue, I can't not have a bow. So I'm going to show you something with this ribbon that I seen, and I was like, it was in the catalog, and I'm like, oh my Lord, that looks so good. Now, we can do it one of two ways. I'm going to do it a really simple, quick, easy way. I'm going to use a little bit of glue and a sponge. I'm going to add just some crazy bits of glue on this ribbon. So I'm just adding little bits and pieces. I'm not adding a massive amount of glue, but just little bits and pieces of that. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it on a scrap piece of paper. So I've added a little bit of glue just with that sponge. And then we are going to take some of our gold gilded flakes. That's all we need. Okay. Now, if you have something like a paintbrush or something, which would be quite handy, I have an old paintbrush here. So I'm not going to get my fingers in it. I'm just going to pick up with the old paintbrush and I'm just going to, are you ready for this? We're just going to rub that onto where the glue is. And we're going to try not to put it everywhere. We're going to pick up pieces, rub it onto where the glue is. And can you see what's happening? We are getting some gold shimmer just where we put the glue bits. Let's pick that up. Just there. Now, this is just a mild version of what they've done in the catalogue. You could do it a little bit more obvious if you wanted to. I didn't want to have it too obvious, but you can see, and then I'm just going to run my fingers down along it. Can you see what we've got? We've got some gorgeous shimmer and shine on the ribbon. So if you are looking at wanting to get something a little bit different and just a bit of texture and a bit of a different look, but you can see there, you could use Versamark and heat and stick powder if you want. I just found that the glue was just quite easy to do that. You don't have the fan going with the gold flakes. No, exactly. So the idea is these flakes go everywhere. So the idea is to be quite careful with it and don't breathe on it when you don't talk while you're trying to put it back into the container. Okay. But, and I mean, some people I know have it in like a container, like a big box. But you can see that has just created a really, really nice, cute look on the ribbon. You love it? Isn't it a great idea? I mean, it's not my idea. It was in the catalogue. So, and now I'm going to tie a bow with it because we've made this gorgeous, beautiful ribbon. I'm now going to tie a bow with it so that we can use that gorgeous ribbon that we've done. And because it's got glue on it, it's going to give me grief trying to tighten up my bow, but it's okay. So the Versamark probably, oh, can you see me struggling? Okay. I just need that one to pull in a bit more. There. So I had to twist that ribbon over as I've popped it through my loop. But how cute is that? What a nice look. Okay. Oh, I'm going to cut off some of my gold there, but anyway, it's okay. I'm feeling like I just want to pop that just on there to give it that. You know me, we have to have a bow. Okay, do we want it there or do we want it down? Oh, I think down there. What do you think? The bow doesn't want to go on. It's going to go on, Sue, I'm telling you. It's going to happen. It's going to go on there. Okay, so I've got that there. We'll pop the bow just down in that corner. And then, of course, we want to use some of these gorgeous pearls. I'm not going to let that bow beat me. All right, so I'm going to use some of these beautiful pearls. And we're just going to pop some of those around. So I generally tend to try and do 3 of them. Might just do that. Oh, don't those pearls just set it off? And the bow, of course. No bow, says Margaret. Too bad. Bow's happening. You aren't going to convince me any other way. All right, I'm going to grab a piece of basic white now, and we'll do a little bit of stamping just in the middle, in the inside. I have to cut a piece of basic white because I don't have one out. Okay. Sorry, it was a spur of the moment decision to actually craft today rather than tomorrow. But anyway. Okay. I'm going to start a new crafty session too. I think I want to hang out with people on like a Sunday night, that we just hang out and do a bit of a crafty session. Who would be up for that? We could do it via Zoom. I could stream it live, but we could do it via Zoom, and anyone that wants to come and hang out and craft with me, do you reckon you could do that? Because I go through this stage on a Sunday night because my daughter comes up and spends the weekend with me, and then she goes home on a Sunday. And so Sunday night I have this real like, I'm back to myself again. I'm back on my own again. And so I have a bit of a, I don't know, a bit of a feeling like I'm a little bit lonely, like, so I thought maybe what I should do is just hang out and craft with people. Lynn says, sounds like a great idea. She's in. What do you reckon? Who would like to do that? Without a bow, it could be given to a male, Andrea says. Yep. I agree, Andrea. Yep, you could quite easily. And you could even in the background, instead of doing petal pink, you could probably do Sahara sand or maybe crumb cake in the background as well. And it could definitely be a male themed card for sure. I want to use some of this. I feel like I definitely want to use some of that. So I want to use that one there that's got the shells. I'm not going to stick the sticker on because you've all seen me stick stickers on, and I'm just going to go for it. Okay, so we're going to do that. I'm thinking I might just do that in maybe our crumb cake. So I'm just going to ink that up and stamp it down in the bottom there in crumb cake. Oh, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? And we could even add some glimmer and shine to those and use our Wink of Stella to make our shells look absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. What a simple insert. So easy. Okay, I'm just going to adhere that to the inside. Sue says she can't wait to get the Stampin' bundle. I know. Soon, Sue, you'll be able to order 1st of December, correct? All right, there we go. So there is my card casing the catalog. What do you think? Do you think this is a bundle that will be definitely on your wish list? I mean, I just think it's gorgeous. Seaside Bay. And the suite itself is called By the Bay. You can't wait to play, Deborah. That is my little crafty session. So as I said, any of these items that I will be using in my next lot of videos will be able to be placed into a starter kit. Starting on the 1st of December, you will be able to place any of these items in a starter kit if you simply don't want to wait until the 4th of January. The 4th of January sounds like it's so far away. I mean, God, we've got to get through Christmas and everything before the 4th of January. So I invite you to be a part of my Wild Heart Crafters team. You get to choose $235 worth of product and you only pay $169. And you will be able to put anything from the mini catalog that is available at the time on the 1st of January. You'll be able to pop that into a starter kit and join my crafty community. So your PPP order arrived yesterday, Brenton. Yeah. You didn't get this sweet? Oh, yeah. I mean, Brenton, as soon as I knew what was up to order, I was just like, give me all the sweets. And then I actually came home and I did another order when I got home on the Monday because I realized I'd forgotten the alphabet set. So I actually grabbed the alphabet set as well, and I grabbed another couple of stamp sets that I didn't realize that I'd missed. And yeah, so yeah, cute card using that gorgeous Seaside Bay set. So, and as I said, sometimes when we are, you'd love to see my studio space, Janie. Well, you're seeing it. Really? I mean, it's one room. I have tables and drawers this side, and the other side I have my Kallax unit with everything in there. So um, am I all unpacked? Well, Janie, I sort of am. I've got benches that have to go in here in my craft studio. So once I get the benches, it will be really good. Yes, Lynn, I will see you on Zoom tonight. So I have my team meeting tonight on Zoom. So we all get together and craft. So my team meeting kicks off tonight. So, I mean, if you wanted to join my team today, just saying, you could join the team meeting tonight. uh, so thank you for spending a little bit of time with me today. And I probably won't be popping on tomorrow for the simple fact that I do have visitors coming. So I just wanted to hang out with you and craft, and what better way than to use brand new product that's coming in our new catalog. Our new catalog is absolutely awesome. So so yeah, for sure. Thumbs up, everyone. Me. Susan, join my team again. Susan, I could give you a call. You definitely need to be a part of the crafty community. So it's super fun to be a part of the team. So thank you, everyone, for hanging out with me and crafting with me. As I said, I might start those Sunday crafting sessions, maybe not this Sunday, but next Sunday. I might start doing the Zoom crafty sessions. So if you want to come hang out with me, just generally have a crafty chat, craft with whatever you're crafting, I'll craft with whatever I'm crafting, and just have a generally Sunday. It could be a Sunday PJ party. It could, Susan. It definitely could. All right. Because I do have my in-person team meeting this Sunday, so I will be a little bit busy with that happening. But definitely, I'm definitely thinking it could be a good fun thing to do. All right. So thank you, everyone. And until next time, happy crafting. Stay safe, stay well, and I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.